What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me?
The only Yinlin guide you ever need. The reason? The alt animation used to be longer and more satisfying to use. I mean, for the damage, you perf. I'm sure there are many other guides, and I'm sure they're pretty good too. Yinlin is an electro mommy, excels at being a sub DPS. Sub means under, so under the DPS. What does she do? She damage, buff electro character, and resonant liberation damage, and coordinated attacks. If you're in a hurry, watch this part. Start with intro and or resonant skill, basic attack times 4, then use the resonant skill 2, forte circuit, then if she has an ult, use her ult, and then switch to your main DPS. Thanks for watching. Since she's got 1000 rolls, so she must be good. Builds or stats, crit rate, attack, crit damage, that's it. Don't bother with EI, it's useless. Weapon and get String Master. Got good attack and crit rate on it. Use resonant skill to increase damage. Once she's switched out, her attack will increase. Echo, Void Thunder set. Increase electro damage, especially after using resonant skill. You can use Tempest Memphis or Thundering Memphis as main echo. Both buff electro damage, but go with whichever give you better stats like crit damage and crit rate. Forte or talent? Bro, all max skills. Give her your time and energy and grind. Like I said before, there is no such thing as a skill priority. Normal attack is normal attack. The rest of the text is very confusing. You can get a PhD faster than understanding what is here. Long story short, resonant skill can be and should be cast twice. Forte circuit, I just call it forte. When bar full, you press down attack like you would heavy attack. Be careful with timing because it makes her a bit immobile and can get hit. The only skill I like is her resonant liberation. I mean, look at that. And also you can get clearer than this. Please scroll, make animation longer like before. She deserves more love. Intro, attack wide, like multiple enemies. Outro, increase electro damage amplification. And resonant liberation amplified for 14 seconds for the next character. Passives, crit rate is increased after resonant skill. Resonant skill increased damage when hitting enemy with Sinner's Mark. And her damage is increased as well. The rest is attack and crit rate. You don't need to know about Resonant Chain, I'm F2P, so I'm not going to talk about those. I've Yinlin from a few days after her release. I didn't understand her kit until recently. So all her skill damage enemy. To trigger her coordinated attack, Judgment Strike after she switched off, 2 conditions need to be met. 1. Enemy should have been attacked by Yinlin's either basic attack, resonant liberation, or intro skill. That puts Sinner's Mark on enemy. 2. The same enemy should have been hit by her forte after a condition is met, which put a different mark, punishing mark. Then you can keep using her, or you switch to a DPS to keep her attacking off field. Yep, confusing for me. I've been using her wrong. 1. I thought her outro would apply that effect. I thought her forte applied that effect. I was wrong. So again, 1. Enemy should have been attacked by Yinlin stuff. 2. Her forte hit them. I hope that cleared things up. Rotation. Attack with Yinlin. Resonant skill 1. Basic attacks. Resonant skill 2. Can use echo to buff her electro damage too. Forte plus resonant liberation plus outro. DPS, better if electro. Or use characters like Genzi that relies on coordinated attacks from sub DPS. So more detailed stuff. So I was looking through Yinlin's talent, and they mention about 2 different marks called the Sinner's Mark and Punishment Mark. Then I was actually doing her tutorial that you can do on each character that you own. Technically I noticed there were 3 different marks. First one is the Sinner's Mark, that put a little purple marking on the enemy. Second one is the Punishment Mark, that put a little electro triangle on the enemy. And then there's also a thing called Execution Mode, which put the red dot on the enemy. So Sinner's Mark is basically when Yinlin attack the enemy with basic attack, intro skill, or resonant liberation, they get this little purple mark on them. And the second thing is if Yinlin uses resonant skill, that it will turn their purple mark into the red mark and will connect the enemies with her puppet. During that time, if you do the basic attacks, Yinlin will launch electromagnetic blast to them. So you can trigger 4 times of that with basic attack or dodge counter. So what you should be doing is put the Sinner's Mark, put resonant skill, then use 4 basic attacks because you can trigger it 4 times, and then put the resonant skills again to end the second resonant skill, and then by that time 40 circuit will be full.
So once the Senna's mark get hit with the Forte circuit, the mark will change into what we call the punishment mark, that little triangle electro thing. So during that time you switch to your main DPS, and then the main DPS will attack the enemy and Yinlin will cause coordinated attacks to them. I hope that makes it a bit clearer.
The last bit, who better to fight than Thunder and Memphis? Fight electro with electro.
Now you behave. Time to wrap it up. My fear.
Elimination. Complete overhaul. Very confined within limits. Reconfiguration. Reconfiguration.
Cleave it.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.